Hi everyone, how are you going? So this month's Design Team Challenge for the Gina Ahrens Design Team is to do with backgrounds, and I've got a very simple project today, and I'm going to use Gina's new Digi downloads for the backgrounds, and we have this one here, which is really cool, and this one, and also this one here. And I've decided, oh, what else am I going to use? Hang on. And I'm also going to be using some of her words that I've downloaded as well. Okay, and what I'm going to do is to make some tags, and they're just going to be black and white. I really like black and white. I think everybody goes back to just plain old, I shouldn't say plain, everyone goes back to black and white at one stage. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I've got some pre-cut tags here that I've had sitting around here for a bit, and I'm going to glue these on to some of these papers. Might do this one first, and use this pattern here as the background for my black and white tag. So I'll use a glue stick and just put some glue on the tag, and then lay the tag down on the back side of my paper, so that I've got the background. When I cut it out, the background will be up here. And I might do this one. The paper I'm using, that the tags have been cut out, I think it's around about 120 GSM. It's just a nice thickness of cardboard. And the last tag I'll put on this background here, just so I've got a lovely mix of backgrounds. Okay, I have all my tags done. I'll just check the edges. That one there needs a bit more glue. I'm just checking the edges just to make sure. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. Like they're all pretty, but this one's just extra specially pretty. Okay, so I have my tags cut out. Now I'm just going to use a hole punch and just pop that back out, so I've got my hole all ready to go. I'm going to use a little bit of white paint with my brayer and just run a little bit over the tags. So this is the basis for my black and white tags. This is the background, and what is that? I'm having trouble with the corners today. Silly corners. Right there. Hopefully I've got them all now. Okay. So the backgrounds for my tags, I've just used the Digi download of Gina's backgrounds, and I put a little bit of white on, and now I'm going to decorate them using some of the set 3. Alright, I've cut out all my little stamped images that I want to use, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that I just want to knock back that, pardon me, that pattern just around where I'm going to be laying my images. So I'm going to get a dry hard bristled brush and some gesso, and I'm just going to do just a wash over the center, because I still want to see that background, but I just want to push it back a little bit. That's cool, I like that. And I'll do it with these ones as well. Okay, let's do this one first. And I've also got a little bit of black ribbon here that I might put down there. My glue. Oh, I haven't got my glue. I'm going to just start decorating these how I want them, and then I'll come back at the end. I'll fast forward through my process, and I'll come back at the end and have a chat about them. to come in for a minute. I've got these three all decorated with Gina Ahrens backgrounds, and I'm using Gina's stamps as well. They look so cool. I've put a few of the... Was I going to put that on there? No. On a few of the things I have added dimensional tape underneath, like this little border and that leaf there, and that petal and that border, and this leaf and that part of my petal too. But I was just thinking, you know, if you don't have any of Gina's stamps, which you should because they are awesome stamps, and you just downloaded the background, pardon me. So what I was thinking, on these two tags, I'm actually going to use something that I think everybody would have in their stash. So I've already put the background on this tag here, and the background's on there, and I have put a little bit of gesso on these tags. So I'll show you what I am talking about. You just seen the ones that I made using Gina's stamps. Now these two tags I'm going to use, I've got the background from Gina's downloads, but I was thinking, you know, maybe you only have got the backgrounds and you want to use up some of your stash that you already have with you. So I went and pulled out some black and white buttons. Is that one black? Oh, it looks, I don't know, that looks grey. And I don't think I really want that one. No, it's a bit too big. So I went and pulled out just some black and white buttons. See, that one looks a bit brown too. It's the light, I can't see it properly. And what I thought I might do, I'll do this tag using the buttons and just one of my Sharpie markers and see how I go with this one. Okay, and I'm just thinking I want this darker down here too so that it all shows up a lot better. So I'm going to go over that as well. And I'm going to use my white Signo to go around the edges and put some markings on it. Oh, that looks so cool. I like that one. It does look really nice. Just go around the edges a bit. That button, the two buttons on there are still drying. Okay, and I am going to use one of Gina's words on there. And I just put the word possibility there. I like that word, possibility. Okay, so there's one of the cards, the tags, and I've used Gina's pre-printed download, and I've made it into a flower with some buttons and a black marker and a white marker. So that's another one. Now for this one, I've got an offcut of a piece of lace here, and I'm thinking I'm going to make that into a flower. Okay, I'm back on to show you my finished tags, and all these tags were made with Gina Ahrens' already printed downloadable backgrounds. So these two here, I've got Gina's backgrounds there, and they look so cool, especially this one here, this background. That's the faces background, and with the flower that I drew and stuck some buttons on, like looking at it, it just, you can see like that image of the face there, it actually looks like a flower girl. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. And like this one here, the face there, that looks so cool. I really like that one. And this one also was just done with some little bits and pieces that I had in my stash already, like the black lace and the white buttons and the bit of black ribbon. So there's those two there. And then these ones were all done with Gina's background, and then some stamping and her downloadable words as well. And with the leaves here, I've actually cut the leaf shape around the word. That's art and happy. That one there's possibility. That's creative. I've got that one. And these ones I've done a little bit of dimension as well. They look so cool. You can't really notice the dimension. That one says just breathe. And then this one here that says appreciate freedom, with some black ribbon and the stamping and the little dimension. I think you can see that where I've used the dimensional tape. Okay, so that's my project for this month. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you go and print out. Gina's got a couple of background bundle packages that you can actually download. They're not all black and white. I just chose to do black and white. I was in kind of like a black and white mood when I was thinking about this challenge for the design team, so that's why I went with it. They look really cool. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and you all have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.